And so I think, it might be Prodigy for your child that your kid loves, and it might be some other program, but finding that thing that they really enjoy playing and is fun for them is going to make a huge, huge difference. And it's worthwhile taking the time to figure that out. Because seriously, I have seen kids, I saw a teenage girl who thought she was terrible at math, huge math anxiety. After 1 week of playing Prodigy, she just had a totally different vision of herself in math, transformed her.
And I'd love if any of the folks in the audience have any feedback on this, just to hear, like, have you heard your children or have you heard yourself say, I'm no good at math. I'm not a math person. I hate math and have really strong feelings about it. That would be helpful to us. And I have certainly heard that when we were starting Prodigy. That is actually one of the big reasons why we had started Prodigy, is to make the process of learning math enjoyable for kids. When I was growing up, the process of practicing and learning math for me was going through worksheets. I still remember the process every week of coming home with a stack that thick of worksheets and having to go through pages and pages of these and absolutely dreading that process. That's why we created a video game that fully integrated the math curriculum. And just a couple of stats to support what Manisha is saying here. One study revealed that about 93% of US adults have expressed some level of anxiety in math. 93%. That is ridiculously high. And this starts young when folks are kids. Uh, in fact, this is one of the areas that Prodigy has spent some time on researching. So I'm going to pop up a slide here on the screen. We had done a study at Prodigy of kids who came into our product with low math enjoyment. So answered negatively to this question of I enjoy math. And we surveyed those same students 3 months after playing the game. We saw a huge and statistically significant impact on students saying that they now liked math after playing Prodigy for a little while. Anecdotally, we've also heard this from parents as well. And another piece of research to support that, when we conducted a survey with parents, that 7 out of 10 said that Prodigy helped reduce their child's math anxiety. So this is one of the key benefits of game-based learning and one of the big reasons that we started the company. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Manisha.
Yeah, thank you so much for adding that in. And just to kind of give you a sense of this idea of not being good at math or being good at math is just so culturally inherent that, I mean, I'm telling you, during the pandemic, I founded a nonprofit that's helped 500 students. I mean, we trained probably 500 volunteers to help 500 kids in math through the pandemic. And about half an hour ago, I was sitting in my room thinking, like, oh my God, what business do I have leading a workshop about math education? I felt like I am a total fraud coming here and sharing these insights with you. And I think that's how deep these beliefs run. So just, what Rohan has created is so wonderful, but it's also just good to recognize that if you feel that way, you're not alone and you can still benefit people and help them learn math, even if you have those feelings. So just to kind of go along with this idea of Prodigy, I think one of the real benefits of the curriculum is it's mastery based. And if you're not familiar with mastery based learning, it's a concept that was coined by a scholar at MIT named Benjamin Bloom. And he found that students who are able to learn one-on-one at their own pace in a sequential way. So they're mastering foundations before moving on to the next step, learned 90% faster than children who were learning in a group setting.